chances that I missed. Some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist. I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known that would have kept me from the one I had today.
Good morning, Robertson County. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm U-Turn Laverne, and this is One Street Over, a chance for us to see what's going on one street over from where you are. That's what we do every morning. Again, this is 1100 WSGI, and we got the rodeo here. I am so excited. This is so much fun. This is something that I absolutely adored when I was a child. Let me hold that poster up there, Dennis. I've got the poster. Let me see if I can get it in the camera shot here. I moved it over just a little too much because I want to make sure I get y'all in there. But this is the rodeo coming up, and we're next weekend on this. And I have got, let me see, I got Dennis Morris in the house. I got Dakota Brown in the house here to introduce and make sure y'all know all about the rodeo. So what do we need to know, gentlemen? How are y'all doing? Welcome.
We're doing great.
Awesome to see you guys. So tell me, so I've already been talking to him. See, I hesitate to come in and talk too much off mic because then I know your story. But you came in and introduced him, and you told me, here's Dakota. He's a bullfighter. And I'm like, what? And the first thing that came up to my mind when you said that was like the capes and all that kind of thing. So, hey, Dakota, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing real good. Bullfighter, really?
Yes.
What does that mean? I mean, oh, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So what is your job in the rodeo?
So my job is, some people kind of get me confused with the rodeo clown, the funny man.
Well, that's kind of what I said the first thing. You
Yes.
know, after I got past the capes and the bullfighter, because that's what Dennis described you as, was a bullfighter.
Yes.
And so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So explain what you do.
I'm not telling any jokes.
Okay.
I leave that to the funny people. So.
Oh, you're funny.
My job in the rodeo is to distract the bull away from the rider, the bull rider, whenever he's riding. After he gets bucked off or he gets done riding and jumps off, my job is to get him to safety.
Okay. Well, I love that. And has that always been your job at the rodeo?
That has not always been my job.
What else have you done at the rodeo?
I used to ride bulls back in the day, but I got a little.
I can't imagine.
I got a little old and.
Oh yeah, he's a little old. He's really
old and
really.
Yeah, he's 20.
Yeah. I'm turning 60 this year. Don't talk to me about old.
Yeah. But I decided to get into something more that I enjoyed a little bit more and had the passion for.
Okay, so, I love it. And so there's so much here. Rodeo's so cool. And of course, one of my first questions to Dakota was, "Are you married? What does your wife think about this?"
Yes. And I have a fiance, and she's part of the rodeo as well.
Yeah,
so she's understanding, but there are some limits to it. So.
Do y'all know any Harpers that are out there in the rodeo circuit? My cousin is Brian Harper.
I know Brian Harper real well. Actually,
my cousin.
Actually, Harper Trucking is one of the sponsors of the rodeo.
I'm so proud of y'all. I love them. I just love them so much. I don't know if you know much about Brian's family, but his mother's like the Elvis artist. His sister redid all of Elvis's costumes.
No, I didn't know that.
Works for Reba. Oh, his family's cool.
His
family's cool.
I wished I could go down the list of all the sponsors because that's the main ingredients of putting on a successful rodeo is the sponsors. I promise
I'm so proud of you, Brian. Oh, that's awesome. And that's cool. That's cool. Well, see, anytime somebody says rodeo, that's the first thing because Brian's daughter has been a barrel racer, right?
Yep.
Do I have that right?
Right. And I think she's going to run barrels here. And maybe his granddaughter.
Oh, I could probably see my family if I come out to the rodeo. I never get to see them. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited that they're doing that. That is so cool. I didn't even know we had that connection. So very good. And so we're talking rodeo. What are the particulars of all this? This is coming up at the fairgrounds, and I'm going to have to drop the poster here in a second because that's getting my arm. But anyway, so give us the times and all the particulars about coming and being a part of the rodeo.
The rodeo actually starts at 8:00, but the gates open around 6. And there's pony rides for the kids. There's the mechanical bull, and there's lots of cool stuff for the kids to do. There's vendors for Western stuff for people to look at, and of course Gupton, the Dodge dealership, they have vehicles there, and because they are the main spot. They started helping me 30 years ago when we first started doing the rodeo, and they've never got out, so they've been a big part of the rodeo every year for the last 30 years.
Gupton has been?
Gupton,
yes. And you've got on here, I can tell you that's where you can get advance tickets is at Gupton Motors. Riley's Country Charm Market, says. Countryside Outdoor Power Equipment and Doris Milling. I love Doris Milling too. That's another great place that I'm very familiar with.
Yeah,
so,
and we get a lot of
food.
The rodeo started because I was obsessed with cowboy stuff when I was a teenager. When I was a kid growing up, it's all I ever wanted to do, and so I rode bulls for 20 years. And then a lady named Mona Hitch that worked for the radio station back in 91 here.
Oh, wow. I love how it all comes back around.
Yeah, we started, she come to me and asked me about doing the rodeo, so we done it, and then the next year, which would have been 92, because 91 was the first year we done it. Then in 92, I just took it over myself, and I was still riding, and so Gupton's got in and helped, and so as time went on, I quit riding and just started promoting the sport, and it's just growed from there. Now it's become a good major event. It is really, really, really growed.
Okay, now you mentioned when you were riding. What did you do? What's your history in the rodeo?
Oh, I rode bulls for 20 years.
Okay, well okay. This is
the legend.
Really? Oh, okay. Dakota's eyes light up. See, I don't know all these things. This is so much fun. Well, and so what's so funny is when we were talking before we turned all the microphones on, we were talking about what Dakota does as a bullfighter, and you said he was crazy.
Yeah.
That you ride him. No, that don't work, man. You can't call him crazy.
I don't now. I did back when I was young.
No. You don't get to call him crazy, honey. That don't work. Because I'm like, you got on their backs, but you did too.
Right. For just a little bit. But I was nowhere like this one.
Okay, I can't imagine. So how many years were you a bull rider?
Well, I rode bulls for 20 years, but I was the world champion in 90, and then runner-up in 91, and then I was the world champion in 92, 93, and 94.
Okay, Dakota's up here going 4 times.
Yeah, you need to learn all this. I don't like telling this myself.
No!
I love hearing it.
I don't like to tell it.
Oh, you're so great. That's awesome, though. How stinking cool.
Yeah. And it was so cool because how the community got involved, and they were so proud when because they had a parade and everything through town. The mayor gave me a gold key to the city. And
when did all this? What's the years on this?
91. Don't make me.
No, did you say 91? Okay. Oh, how funny!
It was for the year of 90, but it was in January of 91. Was when the year was officially over.
Okay.
That's when it all came about.
I'm just. I mean, we've got celebrities.
So I wanted to start. I wanted to be in the rodeo business. So that's how we started Raft Rim Rodeo Company. Was just by watching rodeos on TV, and there was a guy in Oklahoma that he still owns a Rafter H Rodeo Company. A guy named Dale Hall, and I saw him on TV, and he had a bull that was Bucking Bull of the Year, and they was showing that bull, and So I said then, I was just a young teenager at the time. I said, when I get big, I'm going to start doing rodeos. I'm going to call mine after him. And so from that day on, we started. Now we do rodeos. We're going to Bristol, Virginia in the morning to do a rodeo.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh,
we do
my
rodeos
goodness.
in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Virginia. Tennessee. We do them all over.
That is so cool. I love that. And then, I mean, but you're from here, and it's all
I
office
was born and
here?
raised in Robertson County.
So is everything office here then? That
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
Barren Plains. You ever heard of Barren Plains?
Yeah, I've heard of Barren Plains. I've heard of Barren Plains. I see, because I'm from Kentucky, but I've been here since '92. I've been in Robertson County since '92, so I'm learning. But that's so cool. I mean, people don't realize the things that happen right here in our neighborhood.
Oh, and
they don't have any idea.
There's so many good, true cowboys right here in Robertson County that people have no idea. There's a bunch. More than you would
Really?
even think. People think about cowboys being from out west,
Uh-huh.
and there is a cowboy culture out west. But I'm telling you, right here in Robertson County, there is some good, true cowboys right here in this area, more than you would even imagine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I've got a question about that, but my friend Ann Jingles is on here wanting to know, when is the rodeo? And it's next weekend. It is the 29th and the 30th here at the Robertson County Fairgrounds, and it'll start at 8 p.m., but the gates open, you said, at 6.
Right.
So it'll be Friday and Saturday night. And so she's got grandkids. I don't know if she's got them with her right now, but it's always so much fun. But something you said about cowboys being here. Define a cowboy.
Well,
What's the definition of it? And Dakota's grinning.
Oh, that is-
like hey, he's.
I'm just going to tell you, in my book, everybody that I know, and I know lots of good, true cowboys. There's a lot of people wear a cowboy hat, but there's a difference in somebody wearing a cowboy hat and being a cowboy.
Okay.
Because to be a cowboy, you got to be true to your word, and you got to have a compassion for animals and a compassion for people.
I love it.
And so when you're true to your word and you got a compassion for people and a compassion for animals, and when you say it, you better mean it. So that's what a cowboy is to me.
I love it.
And the cowboy lifestyle is just something that you choose to do, and you need to live it. But to true cowboy, you've got to be true to your word.
I love it. I love it. That's just not what I was expecting. I thought, well, you got to spend so much time on a horse and all,
No.
but it's the heart. It's the
Exactly.
heart that makes you a cowboy.
Exactly.
Would you agree with that, Dakota?
He couldn't have said it any better.
All right, I love it. So how long have you been a cowboy?
Well,
Your whole life? Were you born to it?
I was.
Okay.
I've been. I was raised around the rodeo lifestyle, and then my dad, he's a big cattle farmer, and so
Okay.
he's not the rodeo western side, but you want to talk about old time western cowboy culture. That's where I learned it from.
So so your dad's a cattle farmer. Where's his farm?
Farms in McEwen, but they
Okay.
live in Thompson Station.
Okay, very good. So I grew up farming. I mean, farming. My brother's going right, sis. we raised hogs, and now they're strictly row crop. And my brother's the farmer, him and his bride. And so I never spent enough time
I'm
on the
scared
farm.
of hogs.
Are you? They're mean.
I'm scared of hogs.
They're
I'm not scared
mean.
of animals much, but I'm scared of hogs.
People don't have any idea. I mean, when we used to, because we had we raised them from the farrowing all the way to market. So we had the boars and the sows and all that. And yeah, those. Ooh,
If
they're
I had
nasty.
to raise hogs to eat sausage and bacon, I would do without it.
Oh no, they're not. But we were in the 70s back in the day when you could make some money on pork. You can't now, but anyway, in my opinion. But we won't go there. But cattle, we never raised cattle. But I've always been fascinated by it because I always wanted horses when I was a kid. But Daddy wouldn't let us have the land he wouldn't let us take anything to pasture. You know what I mean? He wanted crops on it, and so I never really got to be around horses at all. And I've always been fascinated by it. And we were talking about Brian. Now his family, grew up with it. And I got to say, Brian and James, they're the trucking company. Mm-hmm. And so that's his baby brother. But so we didn't mention him, and James will be like, yeah, I'm no,
Right.
don't give me any credit, cousin. But anyway, but Brian's family, they've always been into it. So we've had several cousins that just were raised up in it. And I've always been fascinated by it.
Well, we use horses a lot on a regular basis because I take care of the cows on the S&T farms, Buddy Sneed and Gary Tate. They
Okay.
got round little over 400 head of mama cows, and so and I helped the guy over to Glenraven Farm, Jim Moore, their farm, and they've got around 500 cows, and so we do a lot of work with horses and stuff. We got a lot of good horses, and we thrive on horsemanship and having good horses, and everybody that we use at the rodeo to work that has to ride a horse, we make sure we get the right people for the right job, because we don't let just anybody do it. They've got to earn the right to be a part of the rodeo, as far as the people working. Now, you've got contestants that enter, but the people that we have working, like the pickup men and things like that, they've got to be good at what they do, and we hire the best people.
So don't just anybody come and work on the rodeo.
Oh no.
I love that. Oh no, I love that.
We got the best pickup men and the best bullfighter.
I love it. Oh, see, look at there, giving you some love. Boy, you just made his day. You just made his day. I mean, he's sitting here talking about what a legend you are, and you say that. I mean, he's just like floating out of here.
Can't get any better.
Did y'all hear what Dennis said about me?
I'm snipping that clip. Right
Yeah,
now.
you got it. Well, it's right here. It's right here. You can get it. That's all you got to do. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. I'm talking with Dakota Brown and Dennis Morris. Had no idea we had this rodeo legend right here in Robertson County.
And you've been here how long?
Since I don't. But it's like you learn about what.
You've lived a sheltered life.
No, I've lived I've been in Nashville working. See, that's the thing.
Okay.
And I tell have you been listening to this show? I tell this all the time. I tell this story all the time, Dennis. Because I didn't know anything about Robertson County until I started doing this show, because I always commuted to Nashville. And so that's one of the important things about One Street Over, is for people like me who've always had my career in Nashville, because I didn't know anything about my community. Even though I've been here.
I came here last year.
A
year ago.
Did you come on my show?
I don't know whose show will come on. Somebody.
I sit right.
I think you probably came on Lee Marie's show, and
a little later during the day.
Yeah,
in the
well, it comes on at 8,
and
the Go Show. I bet you came on with Lee Marie. I bet that's what it was, and because Lee, she blows my mind. She's been here 5 years. She knows way more about this community than I do. Oh, I mean, she just does, because she's plugged in, and we've got so many people coming in. I was talking to Ryan Martin, our city manager, yesterday. Something like, I forget how many thousand homes they've already got approved to be built in the next 5 years. That's going to, I think, double our population. I mean, there's people coming in. They need to know about all this stuff. There's Terry right there, Terry Martin. They need to know about what's going on in our community, and that's why we keep telling everybody, plug into the Go Show, and that way you're going to learn about all this stuff going on. Number one, Lee Marie, she makes sure of it,
right?
And I'm learning every day, and of course now I'm going to be teaching up at Greenbrier now, and so I'm going to learn so much more about the community. But it's for those of us who've commuted to Nashville, you go to work and you come home and you just don't really know what's going on around you. And so, no, I didn't know there was a rodeo legend here. So, but I'm so glad to know. Now I do.
So don't forget it.
Now I do. This is awesome. Now, are you living here? You said you're living in this area now.
Yes, ma'am. I live over in Barren Plains, right off 161 over
So
there.
do you actually work for the rodeo company?
I do work for the rodeo company, and then I have a job here in town as well.
Okay.
So I'm a project coordinator for a construction company.
Cool.
And we're local and Southern States Construction, and we're actually redoing the woolen mills, talking about community
fun
stuff. So.
That would be a fun thing. I've got a nephew that's a project up in Michigan that does what you do, so I know a little bit. We ran a roofing company for 20 years too, so quite familiar. But this is so cool. I love learning new things. I'm so sorry I didn't know all about you.
That's okay. But the thing about the rodeo, it's grown so much, and it's become such a good community event. The main thing that I want to say is that on my end, I can't thank the people that help, like volunteers that just help with the rodeo. Not just, even like Dakota, he don't not just fight bulls, he helps like with getting the word out about the rodeo, and then we got to get all the stuff at the fairground and get it all put together. And I mean, it's a long process that people have no idea how many man hours it is to do a rodeo. And in the volunteers, you can't say enough about the people, and I can't mention them all by name. But then my wife does Facebook or the social media stuff.
Media stuff.
Oh yeah, and I mean, and she does more. She gets probably reaches out to 100 times more people than I do because all mine's just word of mouth. But she does a really, really good job getting it out there and, doing that side of it.
So what would be the if I wanted to look you up on social media, what would I look for? Would it be this ramtruck.com?
No,
that's the sponsorship.
Right.
But what is the actual rodeo company's name?
Rafter M.
Rafter,
Rafter, M with a roof on it.
Okay, Rafter M. There it is, right there. Okay. Rafter M Rodeo, and that's how they find, and that's right here in Robertson County. Mm-hmm. That's what blows my people. We just have no idea what a beautiful picture. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Is that me or?
Oh my word, that is beautiful. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Their profile picture is just absolutely beautiful.
Well,
my goodness.
That's at a rodeo because part of the rodeo is like the pickup men. And like the pickup men.
Who's that pretty girl?
Like yeah, that's my wife.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Why you sound so surprised?
Well, because
what? I mean,
she's a little younger than you, dude.
Yes, she is. I said I could be in prison.
Oh my goodness, we have so much fun on this show.
But the pickup men is okay. Let's go on with the rodeo here. Let's change that story. So the pickup men.
All right, back to the
pickup men. Like bullfighters in the bull riding, when you got bareback and saddle bronc riding, you got two guys on horses that, when the 8-second whistle's up, they go in and get the guys off of the horses, the bucking horses, then get the flank off the bucking horse and get them back. So I did that for years and years too after I quit riding.
Okay.
So,
but still,
I still do it some.
It's still that you're that 4 years world champion, right?
It.
That's pretty cool, Dennis. That's pretty cool stuff. I tell you, it's 20 after, and I got to take a break here, but we're talking, having fun, talking rodeo, and this is cool stuff, guys. And this is going to be happening at our little old fairgrounds next weekend, Friday and Saturday night, starting at 8, but the gates open at 6, and you have things for the kids to do if they come out early.
Bunches.
And I love it. And I just really dig that my cousins are a part of this. Harper Trucking. I gotta plug them. Yes, Brian and James. I'm sorry I didn't mention James a while ago, but I think that's so cool that they're involved with that. So very, very cool. But we're going to pause for a second. Going to talk about my friends, Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. Here's the deal, guys. If you need anything for your yard, for your garden, anything that's going on that's beautiful in your yard, Corbin Creek, they can help you with that, and they can help you with the house plants. And it's not going to be long till it'll be time for mums, and they're going to be your source for all your fall mums, of course. And they are also your source for Robertson County CBD. It is something that helps me tremendously with my arthritis. I have very bad arthritis, but it's not a big problem anymore because I have learned that CBD can really help it. My hip replacement doctor is the one who told me to start taking CBD, and I thought, I couldn't believe it because I'd heard all about it. I thought it was snake oil. I didn't think it was anything to it, and I was very surprised. And it was like 2 days later, Amy mentioned to me that they had it. I had no idea that they even had these products. A lot of people don't even realize that Corbin is your location. It's your source for Robertson County CBD. It's processed out of the plants that her brother Bill grows. So if you want to try CBD and see if it'll help you, go to the source, and that's what you're going to find at Corbin Creek. And again, can't say enough about all that they have from the greenhouse for your yard, annuals and perennials, and they will have mums very, very soon because it will be fall in a minute. I know it's terrible hot right now, but it's going to cool off. And they are also your source right now for fresh vegetables. They've got fresh vegetables coming into the garden, and they want you to come out and just see what they have. Always tomatoes, of course, green beans, things like that. But call Amy and see what they've got that they're picking fresh out of the garden, and she will get you set to go. But you can call them at 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185. They're at 4920 Highway 161. They're always at the farmers market on Saturday, and they're just great friends of this program, great sponsors. And when you get in touch with them, please always tell them that U-Turn sent you. And talking with Dakota Brown and Dennis Morris. Dennis, a legend in the rodeo. I love it. This is so good. And got a really pretty wife. So I'm just, I'm sorry, I've got to tease you because I'm just watching him laugh so much. I'm like, okay, there's a story here. I'm sorry, we're just teasing you.
You're good.
But anyway,
I hear it all the time.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah,
I bet you do. But that's great. So does your wife ride? What does she do in the rodeo?
She just carries the flag, and she does probably the most important part of the rodeo. Mm-hmm. She puts together, because at every rodeo you go to, they'll have a girl with an American flag, and they'll play a song and do a national anthem and stuff.
Right.
She coordinates an opening, a patriotic opening at every rodeo we do.
I love that.
And I mean, that puts that rodeo at a different level to me, because anybody can put a woman on a horse and go around and play a song and do but she coordinates a cool song with the flag and the military, and then she coordinates it, the opening of the rodeo, the opening ceremony, and that puts, to me, the rodeo at a different level.
Sets the mood.
And she does it, and she wears me out. Like, listen to this song. What do you think about this? I'm like, yeah, it's good. Then, like, what do you think about this? And I think we're gonna go with this. And I'm like, that's good. So then, and then on the way to the rodeo, she'd be like, listen to this one. I'll be like, yeah, that's good. You know, but she's really, really good at it. I'm talking about, like, better. I don't mean to brag, but she's really, really.
Oh, I'd be bragging for you.
I mean, she does it better than most because we go to a lot of rodeos. And she thrives on our openings being better than everybody else's.
I love it.
You know,
I love it.
That's but I mean, you thrive at being in the rodeo business. You want your rodeo to be better. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't, but that's what you strive to do. If you're going to be a bullfighter, you want to be the best. You want to be better. If you want to be a bull rider, you want to be better than everybody else. If you want to be a pickup man, you want to be better than everybody else. You don't want to just be it. You want to be better than everybody. So when we put on a rodeo, we strive to do things to make it better. We hire the best announcer, we hire the best clown, we hire the best bullfighters, we hire the best pickup men, and we've got Mark Northall coming to announce, and he worked for the Dixie Stampede for years, and he's done International Finals Rodeo I don't know how many times. He's like the best, and his family is the best people to be around. Dusty Myers, he was in Colorado Springs, Colorado 2 weeks ago at a big major rodeo. He does rodeos all over the country. He's like one of the best guys. So it's worth coming just to see them.
Just to listen to their... Well, because that's one thing I've noticed about rodeos. Because, I mean, I work in broadcasting, but I couldn't announce a rodeo.
Right.
Because I don't know enough about it. Right. And you got to have that... You got to have that entertainment kind of aspect to what you're saying, and there's just so much more to it. And that's something I've always been intrigued by the announcers at rodeos, because they're just having so much fun.
Yeah, they're not just standing up behind the microphone talking.
They're getting into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's different.
It's really
very different.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to be able to just get on a microphone and talk. It's another thing to really know what you're talking about and to be able to really bring that out.
And then they get all the contestants, because we'll have a couple of hundred contestants total.
Right.
And they'll get the rundown on every contestant the week before, because the contestants all have to call and enter, because it's sanctioned through the International Professional Rodeo Association. So these contestants has to be a member of the. Now local people can enter too, but that's another process you have to go through. But they can enter, but they them announcers get the rundown on every single contestant.
Get their backstory.
So when that person, guy or girl, is fixing to compete, when that announcer calls their name, they don't just say Dakota Brown from Barren Plains, Tennessee. They tell a story about them, something they've done, so they get to run. I don't know how they do it. There's no way I could do it.
Yeah.
But that's special stuff.
You bet it is. Yeah. And I mean, because just being able to say, hey, he grew up on a cattle ranch.
Exactly.
And all of that, and just paint the story. And all his bride, his fiance is one of us as well. And so, I mean, all of that. That's right, how, you get that backstory.
Absolutely.
And it makes all the difference. It makes it a show rather than just an event.
And then the rodeo family.
I bet.
You have no idea, the rodeo family, the camaraderie of rodeo. There's people that I know that the most important thing to me, I've told several times, that more important than being a world champion is the respect that you gain through the years from people that's a generation ahead of you, that you just learn. You met from going to the rodeo when you was in your early 20s. And now that you're my age, they respect my life opinion about something. That means more to me than the world championships.
I love it. And we're just, I wanted to put the poster up because we're just about to run out of time. Anything you want to add, Dakota? He's talked a lot more than you.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy that.
Yeah,
when someone like that talks, you got to just stop and listen sometimes. I'm just
my goodness.
We had a long talk out the door.
Did you now? Did you now? Y'all are precious. I love this. Thank you, Lee Marie, for setting this up, because this has been fun. So anything we're missing here, my friend?
No, it's going to be a good time both Friday and Saturday night. And if it rains, it's going to take a lot of rain to cancel this thing. But guess what? It happened last year, and we moved it to Sunday. So you will get 2 nights of action-packed fun.
Okay, so talk to me about the gate then. So is it the price each night? Or is it a weekend ticket?
No,
it's each night.
Each night.
Okay, because it's going to be different each night, right?
And if you buy an advance ticket, it's good for either or night.
Okay, I got you.
So if you buy a ticket and you decide not to come Friday, you buy the ticket tomorrow.
Okay.
You decide not to come Friday, you can come Saturday. Yeah. That ticket is good for either or night.
But will there be different events each night?
It's the same bit, but different people.
Yes, different contestants.
Different contestants.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But the rodeo will be the same.
Yeah. Okay. And I know we're out of time. I got Terry Martin going to talk Little League. Oh, my goodness, we're crazy here in Springfield. We've had some amazing championships, and we're going to the World Series. But anyway, 2 of them are. But we've one other question. What about the people who ride, the girls who do the stunts and all that? Is that part of your rodeo?
Trick riding?
Trick riding,
Sometimes. I mean, we've had them here in the past, but we didn't because they had other obligations.
Right.
So we didn't get to get them here. But Dusty Myers, the clown, will take care of all of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll forget about them.
He's the funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He's the
he'll forget. They'll forget about the trick riders.
Oh, and that's neither here nor there. I just sometimes I know that's a part of it.
Right.
But there's nothing like, I honestly and truthfully, the ones that ride the bulls, that just fascinates me. And I'm not saying that just because you're sitting here and he distracts them. That blows my mind. I could sit and watch that all day. That just blows my mind because I've grown up around livestock and dangerous stuff. So
you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
I love it. You're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. And he did call him crazy, but he rode the best. So I'm just saying, guys, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure. And again, get to the rodeo next weekend. We'll keep promoting it, and I know Lee Marie will be promoting it, and I'm going to do my very, very best to try to come out there and see y'all. Mainly, I want to go see I want to see my cousins. I never get to see them. And so thank you again, Dakota Brown and Dennis Morris. Thank you so much for being a part of the show for One Street Over. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank
you. So glad to know y'all right here in Robertson County. Yeah. I learned something on this show every single day. That's all there is. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Terry right after this.
Thousands of our most precious treasures board a Robertson County school bus every school day. There are nearly 100 buses running about 80 different routes, delivering our kids to their schools, their field trips, and many other school and extracurricular activities. To fulfill the need of student transportation, the Robertson County school system needs drivers and attendants. Pay starts at $21 an hour for drivers and $13 an hour for attendants. The schedule is flexible, with some drivers working a morning or afternoon-only schedule, and everything in between. Many stay-at-home moms and teachers have discovered the bonus of earning excellent extra income while working a schedule that matches the school year schedule. For them, it's a perfect fit. Retirees are earning extra income and fulfilling the desire to help mentor our next generation. Truck drivers that have grown tired of working on the road and dealing with interstate traffic have found working with Robertson County Schools to be a great alternative to meet their employment needs. Basically, driving a school bus or serving as a bus attendant can work for anyone. If you're looking for the most flexible job you'll ever love, apply today at www.rcstn.net or call 615-384-4555. That's www.rcstn.net or call 615-384-4555. This has been a public service announcement from Robertson County School.
And we're going to talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards real quick as we get Terry in here and let him settle down. Then we got to talk some baseball. But we've got, of course, if you're interested in being a part of, I was talking with Dennis and Dakota all about Robertson County and what crazy, awesome stuff's going on here. If you want to be a part of our community, you need a good realtor, talk to my friends Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. They're one of us. They live up in Cross Plains. They've been here for over 20 years. They specialize in Robertson County properties, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. And the best way to contact them is at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or go to robertsoncounty.com. Again, there you will see that they do specialize in Robertson County properties, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state lineup. In Kentucky, they are the whole package. Again, been at this a long time. Rebecca, one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist, which means she studies. She stays up to date on the latest trends, the latest regulations, everything you need to know. She's going to make sure that you sit down at the table and you're pre-qualified. There's no reason to even look, they'll tell you, before you get pre-qualified if you're buying, because property sells so fast around here. Barry, being a marketer, coming out of a marketing background, was vice president of a marketing company in Nashville for many years, went full-time with real estate, is a Zillow certified photographer, licensed and insured drone pilot, does the 360-degree virtual reality home tours. So that way people can walk through your home without having to walk through your home. That's the way they do it now. It's crazy. But they can walk you through it. It is a great team. My friends, Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, B-U-Y, robertsoncounty.com, and tell them U-Turn sent you. All right, Terry Martin, you're my friend.
Good morning.
I messaged him, what was it, 10:30 last night, maybe?
It's close.
It's very close. And I had messaged one of the moms for the team that's the first team that won. And was that the 8-9-year-olds that won first?
7-8s.
7-8s. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we started messaging, and so she was going to get some folks in here. And honestly, the parents and the coaches and everything, they're having to take off from work, and so their schedule's already tight.
Yes.
And so to try to get them in here, we just couldn't make it happen today. So we'll try to visit with them later, but I was like, probably need to get Terry in here because I got a feeling he can fill me in. And now Ryan, it's so funny, yesterday.
I owed you one.
Huh?
I owed you one.
Yeah, you did. You did, because I had him on the calendar and then he forgot, and so but anyway. But yeah, we're even now. But I did. I hit him up really late last night, and I do appreciate it because I felt the mom who messaged me, you could tell she felt bad because she just they just couldn't get it together, and I was like, we can always find something to do.
Yeah.
But and I appreciate it because you really probably are the perfect person to talk about this because you've got so much. This is what you do.
Yeah.
This is what you do.
I'll be honest. I would love for you one time to get our recreational programmer, Seth Owen, in here.
Okay, absolutely.
Because behind the scenes of all of this, taking care of the hotels for the teams, not so much the World Series because we've been on such late notice, so it's everybody that's involved in this one.
Sure.
But like the state tournament, getting all the paperwork ready, getting hotels taken care of, he's on. Yeah. And
text me his number and I'll reach out to him.
Not only that, but he's also got soccer signups going on, football signups going on. So he's slammed. But
I bet
to pick his brain on everything, he would be the guy. He does a great job for us.
So probably not bother him until after the World Series is over, right?
Seth, let's wait till the World Series is over
and get him in here.
Football practice will get started. Soccer practice will get started. He'll have a little breathing moment before basketball, and he can come in here and talk to you.
Absolutely, because it's so. Here's the thing, and I was telling Ryan, your cousin. Now I know they're not related, but I like to tease them. But or I call them, say they're brothers. I don't know, but I was talking to Ryan, our city manager, yesterday about the fact that we've got such extraordinary talent in this area. I was trying to use that to entice my son to move his children here, so they can be a part of it, because I want them in Robertson County so bad, but they're up in Sumner, and
we don't even tap into it in baseball and softball. We don't come close to tapping into the talent that we have in Springfield.
Oh wow!
Yeah, our soccer numbers are ridiculous. Our basketball numbers are great. Our football numbers are great. Our baseball and softball numbers are not where they really should be for a city this size. I mean, we could really,
But we're going to the World Series, and
isn't that amazing? We haven't tapped into it at all, and we're going. That's how talented Springfield is.
It's some country kids.
That's right.
It's some country kids, man.
Cornbread.
Oh man, I'm telling you,
that cornbread.
Well, that's how it was when I played basketball growing up. Is us country girls? Oh man, we could whop up on you.
Yeah.
And I mean, just get out of our way.
Oh yeah.
There's something to it because we get out and we get busy and we take it very seriously.
That's right.
And we're a little aggressive.
Yes, that's exactly
I
right.
love it. So fill everybody in case you've missed it, and I've tried to be sure and share it, and we've talked a lot about it. What all is happening, because Ryan yesterday, he goes, I don't even want to say it, but we might have a third one going. And then they got runners up.
Yes.
But that's incredible. right there. And bless their little hearts. I saw the picture and I thought, oh, those poor, but they're so disappointed. I know they didn't win that one, but they'll get it next year. But I mean, we had a girls softball team that won the state. But
14U.
Yeah, and they don't have a World Series to go to. They're the state champions.
Yeah.
There's a state champion. Yeah. And then you had these 2 Little League teams state champions, and then another Little League team runner-up in the state. Yeah. So, I mean, wow.
Yes.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm just so unpack amazing. For everybody kind of any details around that and what's coming up with the World Series. What's the timeline on that? So how can we watch, participate? What can we do to help?
Yeah. So, well, we had the 5 and 6s that participated in Fairview, Tennessee. Okay. They done really, really well. We had the 11 and 12s that played, like you said, in the state championship yesterday in Harriman, Tennessee. They done, that was
up. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Seth told me that there may have been 4 or 5 kids on that all-star team that had never been on an all-star team before.
Wow.
In 11 and 12s.
So let me pause for a second. You said the 5 and 6s went to state as well?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea. See, I didn't know that they went to state too.
Oh, yeah. All 4 of them won their district.
Oh my goodness. That's incredible.
And that's expected.
Okay.
That's a standard that we put in there,
for Springfield. It's like, you're going to win the district.
You better win your district.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah.
That's
and then
hysterical.
by winning your district, you go to state.
Yeah.
And whenever you go to state for the 5 and 6s and the 7 and 8s, it's a little different. They start off with what's called pool play. Uh-huh. So there's 4 teams in your pool, and you'll play 3 of them, and then whoever has the best record, the top 2 teams will come out of that pool with the best record. Well, it just so happened their pool was pretty tough, and I think it was either 3 or 4 of the teams had a 2-1 record. Mm-hmm. So then it goes into tiebreaker scenarios and what you have to do, runs allowed or runs scored. I'm not real sure what the scenario is, and I think we were 2 runs away from advancing.
Okay.
So we did not get to advance out of pool play into bracket play into 5 and 6s.
Okay. But still, you made it to state.
Absolutely.
So, see, and I'm learning all this because my grandson's playing Little League up in Sumner County, and then my friend Paul Rainey that's on here, he's got a grandson. He's got grandkids that play. And so his grandson went to state. With an all-star team, I'm pretty sure, but I forget all because we were in Mexico and they were trying to keep up with the games and stuff. Right. And so, and my grandson actually played on an all-star team, but they didn't advance out of their whatever, right. So I'm terrible. Terry's like, I got to teach you, because I don't know how it all works.
How old is he?
He'll be 6 next week.
He was probably they play under Little League. See, there's several different umbrellas. Like there's Little League. We play under Dixie Youth. Okay. And then there's Cal Ripken.
So and
there's Babe Ruth.
Well, it's Sumner County up at Gallatin in the Gallatin Park there. I don't know.
I don't know what they are.
I'll have to find out. But yeah, we had an all-star game. They did not advance out of that one because they had 2 because they had like double elimination or whatever. And so, but he's a good little ball player. And I came like, have you seen what's going on up here? And I'm to my son. And it's like we got to find them some land. Yeah. But yeah, I've been trying to talk them into coming up this way because I'm like, man, we got some stuff going on here in Arson County.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. So I interrupted you. So we had the 4 and 5 year olds, and then we're talking about how they advanced, and so we look at all these kids going to state. So I'll let you pick it up where we left off.
9-10s were Savannah, and of course they won.
Right.
And they won in I don't want to say style, but they won. They kept you on the edge of your seat because every game they were playing was tight.
It was tight.
And it come down to like the last at bat.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We were either tied or down, and we were the home team, and pulled it off.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's excitement.
They have grit. One of the coaches made a comment. I think Jared made a comment that there were 5 total home runs hit in the whole state tournament, and we had 3 of them. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
them country boys. Slamming it out. That's awesome.
So who did I forget? 7 and 8s.
Okay.
And so the 7 and 8 state was actually in Greenbrier.
Okay.
So those parents didn't have to travel near as
Oh,
far.
and
They got
that's
to
sweet.
sleep in their own beds.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was awesome for them. And they went up there and they dominated their pool. And then they got into bracket play and they lost one game, and then they come back in the championship and won the whole thing. So
Okay. That's incredible.
They're going. The 7 and 8s are going to Dothan, Alabama.
Okay. That's where the World Series
That's
will be.
the World Series for them.
Okay.
And the 9 and 10s are going to Anderson, South Carolina.
Okay. So how does it work when they get there? Is it double elimination? Is it
Yes.
a pool? Is it same? How does it work?
Well, Wednesday, they're going to leave out. Let me tell you this first. They're going to leave out Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So they're gonna take off from downtown Springfield on Memorial Boulevard, probably in the Stewart Williams area.
So if you want to
maybe
cheer
from
them
the park.
on.
Yeah, and they're going to head up Memorial Boulevard and go Greenbrier and Ridgetop and hit 65 and
That's so
go on.
fun
So,
for those kids.
Yeah, we're going to have a police escort for them.
Oh, I love it. So much
Got
fun.
fire trucks going to be out there. So we encourage
exciting.
anybody and everybody that knows about what's going
Yeah.
on and can hear us. Next Wednesday, they're leaving at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
They'll come straight up Memorial Boulevard, headed towards Nashville.
Cheer
So,
those youngins on.
yeah, make
How
a
exciting.
signs,
Yeah.
make signs, do whatever you want to do. Get on the side
Yeah.
of the road and know they're coming through.
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
That's so much fun. Now, when's the other team leave out?
They both leave Wednesday at 1.
Oh, they both leave. Okay, so that's all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't understand that.
Yeah. Thursday, at the World Series on Thursday, they have like home run derbies. They have skills competitions, infield. Yeah.
fun.
So Thursday will be all fun stuff going on for the kids to enjoy and to do all those competitions, have a good time with that. And then Friday, they exchange pins, state pins.
Okay.
So they're going to Springfield, obviously, but their uniforms that we are getting them, it'll say Tennessee across the front. So they're actually representing the whole state of Tennessee.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
I love it. So has this? I mean, again, Dennis was sitting here. You didn't know I was a rodeo champion and I lived right here. I mean, I don't know things, right? Okay, so I'm
Dennis is
learning.
the real deal.
I know. That's what Dakota was sitting here going. Oh, this is a legend.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, he's a real deal.
Yeah, he's a real deal. Had spurs on his head.
Yeah.
I mean, he had spurs on, y'all. I mean, he's like, that's a cowboy. I mean, it was cool. That was so cool. But anyway, so I don't know these things. So as I'm sitting here going, you got two teams going in the World Series. Have we had teams in the World Series before?
We have.
But how long ago?
2014 was the 9 and 10s. Oh gosh.
So it's been a minute.
Yeah, well, no.
So I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
I didn't give him questions to research.
I think
y'all.
2018 was the last time.
Okay.
2021, we had 2 state champs in softball.
Okay, but they don't have a World Series.
Right.
Okay.
2022, this year, we got the 14Us.
Which is the softball state champs.
We're the softball state champs, the 7 and 8 state champs, the 9 and 10 state champs. So 1994. I can't leave Tommy McKinney's 1994 team out. They were state champ. They were 13, either 13, 14, or 13 through 15.
I love it.
Yeah, the older boys years ago.
I was talking to Ryan yesterday. We came close to having a little league hat trick, but we did get a state championship hat trick and that's when you get 3 of something, right? Because I learned that in hockey. We used to go to the
I was
hockey
going to say
games.
that's a hockey.
I know.
That's a hockey lingo.
But it's still. I used it properly, didn't
Yeah.
I? I think
Yeah.
because 3 is a hat trick.
Yeah.
So, and I barely know that because I'm not a big hockey fan either. But I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
So and we would use it in radio. It's like, oh, that's a hat trick. Like,
Yeah.
we know what we're talking about. But anyway, just like it's radio clown stuff. It's like, yeah, I know what a hat trick is. It's like, but anyway, so we had 3 state championships. So yeah, we pulled off a state champ hat trick.
Yeah,
in
we have
Springfield.
never. I've been with the Parks Department for 28 years, so I don't recall us ever sending 2 teams in the same year to the World Series,
That's so exciting.
and this close from 3.
That is so exciting.
Yeah.
That is so exciting. You
Yeah.
got to love it. Don't you want to be a part of this community? And
Yeah.
we want you to be as long as you behave yourself. You know?
Yeah.
We want you to come here and act right? So I tell you, I'm talking with my friend Terry Martin. I'm so glad we met. It's so funny. I've been doing this show for 2 years before we ever met.
Yeah.
And now I just want to have him in all the time because he's so much fun to talk to. So I don't know who introduced us and got you coming in here. Probably Ace.
Probably Ace.
Where are you, Ace? I miss her. I haven't had her in a while. I talked to Terry or to Ryan yesterday. I said, when can I have my girl back in here? Because that's her boss now. So she'll be coming in here and filling us in because and this is something from a tourism perspective because that's what she's doing for the city. This is the type of thing that she'll, kind of be involved with. So we'll be getting Ace in here. But
we just sent our email in yesterday to host the 2023 11 and 12 state tournament here.
Nice. Okay. I love it. Yeah. So that'll be next year. So, are you going to, or are you just submitting a proposal to?
We submitted to Dixie, let them know that we're interested.
Okay.
The next step is we'll bring a packet in just showing everything that we have to offer in Springfield.
Yeah, you got to have lodging, all that. You got to be able to accommodate it.
Yes. So, and that's where Ace will come in.
Okay.
So we did submit that yesterday. So hopefully 2023 we'll get the 11 and 12 Ozone State Tournament here in Springfield.
How soon will you know that?
First of the year.
First of the year before they'll announce that. Yeah. Okay. Well, see, that's the kind of stuff we'll get Ace in and she'll come in and talk to us about. But yeah, I think she's responsible for getting us connected. So thank you, Ace. Appreciate it. Tell you what, let's pause for a second. I need to do one more sponsor, and then we're going to continue talking with my friend Terry Martin. He's here just kind of filling us in on this incredible two Little League teams going to the World Series. I mean, that's awesome. It's going to be an exciting week next week as we follow their progress, but we do need to pause and thank our sponsor, Cumberland Connect. They are coming to town. Well, they're here. For a lot of people, they're already here. I talk to folks all the time that have Cumberland Connect. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, you can connect to Cumberland Connect when they get into your neighborhood. They're not in mine just yet. They'll be there, they're saying by the end of the year. And again, you just have to, that's a projected time because of supply issues and things like that. They're giving you a projection on when they believe they'll be in your neighborhood. So I'm not going to get all stomping mad if they don't get there by the end of the year, but I'm hoping they'll be there. If you want to know when they're projecting being in your neighborhood, it's www.cumberlandconnect.org. I know that my friend Gwen Harder, they've been working out on her road as well. And because they're kind of hitting, it seems to be they're hitting the folks that have really not had connectivity. I had a big bust up with AT&T because I was down for over a week. Just nonsense trying to get my service back up. And it's not the people, it's just the way the company was working. It just wasn't working well. And when they finally got me up and running, the pitiful amount, I think I got 6.9 download speed, is horrible. And I've talked to my friend Gwen and hers is like 1.5. So we've got folks like that just barely have connectivity. Cumberland Connect, they're fixing that. This is internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second. That's a gig. No data caps. They'll never throttle your speed. No residential contracts. Free standard residential installation. State-of-the-art Wi-Fi 6 router included with internet service at no extra charge. They're going to be there for you 24/7, 365 days a year. And they've got a referral program. It's going to be awesome. If you're a Cumberland Electric customer, you're going to have access to Cumberland Connect. I can't wait. And they are just a great sponsor now of One Street Over. So when you reach out to them, please let them know that U-Turn sent you. Terry Martin, what have we missed here? Anything that you think we need to cover we haven't talked about? You
ready for this?
I'm ready. Go.
1994, 13-14 state champs. 2014, 9-10 state champs. 2015, 5-6 state champs. 2016, 5-6 state champs. 2018, 9-10 state champs. 2018, 5-6 state champs. 2021, 8U girls state champs. 2021, 12U girls state champs. 2022, 14U state champs. 2022, 7-8 state champs, and 2022, 9-10 state champs.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah. And if I've left somebody out, I apologize. But
so who sent you that?
Actually, I had this on my phone.
Oh, you had it on your phone? Yeah. I was like, okay, who's helping you out? Yeah. Somebody's like, okay, let's send him all the stats on that. So, but any of the little leagues then would have gone to the World Series then. But the little league teams always go to the World Series because I'm learning.
And now remember, Little League is a completely separate organization. I know whenever you're saying Little League, you're just meaning the younger kids.
Right.
Little League is actually its own league. Like Goodlettsville plays Little League, and then we play Dixie, and some other communities play Cal Ripken.
Okay.
So
Dixie is the one that is kind of like
ours will be the World Series. I got to check, but the World Series for Dixie is usually televised on one of the Fox local channel 30 networks.
Yeah, Dixie's the one that is more recognized really when it comes to the World Series. Would you? I mean, that seems to be the one I hear about. I hear Dixie all the time. So
Little League is Little League World Series is the one that's on TV, the national channels, and that's a pretty big deal.
Okay,
that's a big deal. But so is ours. I mean, Dixie is too. I'm not playing it down.
It's all different leagues.
It's just different leagues, different places, and you're playing tough teams no matter where you go. So
I love it.
Be ready.
It's so fun. Yeah. This is so exciting.
You asked if we've left anything out. Absolutely. The number two things. One, our coaches.
Oh yeah.
They're volunteers. They're all volunteers. Our coaching staff's all volunteers. Everybody that comes out and does this is volunteers for these kids. The parents, the ones that have played in Harriman, Savannah, and Fairview, they've traveled, they've taken vacation days from work. Now these two teams, especially the 9 and 10s, they've just been in hotel rooms for 6 nights in Harriman. They're fixing to hopefully be in hotel rooms for 6 nights in Anderson, South Carolina.
Wow.
So they got to have vacation time. Financially, it can be a burden. So here's what we're asking. Anybody that wants to help out with this, contact Seth Owens at 615-382-1655.
Do it again.
Seth Owen, 615-382-1655. You need to contact him today or tomorrow at that number. They leave Wednesday. They're leaving out on Wednesday. Ryan, the mayor, and the board stepped up, and they agreed to pay for all hotel rooms for the kids.
Right.
For both of these teams. Now, that's pretty incredible.
That's pretty incredible. And the uniforms, too, right?
And
they're taking care of the uniforms.
And the
uniforms
also.
So, because, that's a huge expense.
That is a huge expense. That's probably $8,000 a team.
Wow.
So that's 16 pushing $20,000 that the city has agreed to. Cities don't do that.
No. Ours does.
Ours does.
Yeah.
And it's usually up to the parents again. And it's such a short time span. Usually you have 2 weeks before you're going to a World Series.
Yeah.
With the 9 and 10s, they only have 5 business days.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So and they're leaving next week. Yeah, they just won. Now they're leaving next week. That is Dick. It's been told to Dixie that they need to fix that, and they're going to look into that. That shouldn't happen. So because that's hard.
You bet it is.
Yeah, that is hard.
You bet it is.
So,
I mean, I can't imagine as an adult trying to take that kind of time off. I mean, you would have to have a very specific career that would allow you that kind of flexibility, and you have to save up your vacation time, and you'd pretty much wipe it out with the potential. I mean, you're excited about it, but still, the stress on the families and stuff. But I know they're just thrilled and excited, so that'll be fun.
We took care of their hotel rooms for state.
Okay.
Up to I think 3 or 4 nights, and I don't know if it was a mom from last year or if it was a mom from this year that went to state, made the comment to Seth. I think he said she was actually even in tears, saying to know that all they had to do was go down there and play ball.
Oh.
And that everything else was taken care of, and it wasn't a burden on them worrying about how they were going to pay for these hotel rooms, because they're not going to tell their child no, and their child don't need to understand what's going on financially.
Yeah.
So for them to go down there and be able to just play ball and watch their kids and know that it was paid for, and they could go down there and all they had to worry about was vacation days at work, she said, thank you very, very much.
That's awesome.
Don't know what that means to me.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And I had seen, I was telling everybody, be sure at this time, keep some cash in your car, because you'll see the little road stops. I don't know if they're planning on doing any more of the little stops in the road. I think it's too close. I think they're pretty too busy. But last week, I rolled up on one, had nothing in the car with me. And we got to remember to keep a little bit of stash cash in the car for these little road stops. Yeah, and because I mean, so many of us don't keep cash on us anymore.
If
But,
they're gonna,
you can call Seth.
Yeah.
You can do it that way.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said call Seth, because I'm not real sure the time or if they're even doing Saturday. If you see them out Saturday, that's what they're doing. They're trying to raise some money. They may be at Walmart or they may be one of the 4-way stops.
Love them.
Yeah, love on them. And, hey, every dollar counts. We learned that with Dresden.
Oh, my goodness. Ain't that the truth? Oh, my
Every
goodness.
dollar counts.
So I tell you, in this last minute, now we've got all this. So have you already started? Speaking of what happened with Dresden, are you already started on the Christmas thing? Are you already?
I
just
am
to kind of just
trying,
tease a little bit.
I am trying to get these kids off.
So
with
you're not
Seth.
even thinking about that.
Well,
yet.
I am, but I'm trying to get these kids off. And once we get them going, I'm fixing to go into Winter Wonderland.
Okay, because what he's talking about with Dresden, we raised how much money?
18,000.
18,000 for tornado relief through the Winter Wonderland stop. So that's what he's saying, is illustrating how much can really be raised just at these little stops as people drive through, just loving on them. So if you see the kiddos out raising money for their World Series trips, love on them, drop something in the bucket, put some cash in the car, put it in your pocket, and be ready for that. Or just better yet, just call Seth and donate. Tell them again how to get in touch with Seth to help out with this.
You can contact Seth today and tomorrow. Contact Seth at 615-382-1655. He's at the center.
Do the number
Contact Seth.
Okay, say the number one more time.
615-382-1655.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for letting me call you in the middle of the night and getting you in here. Appreciate you so much. For you. Terry Martin, our what is your exact
I'm
title?
The Parks guy.
He's Parks guy. All right, here in Springfield, we appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for joining us here on 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a great day.